guys, I'm Chelsea.
And I'm Lauren.
And we are The Financial Diet. And this video is brought to you by FreshBooks. And today we thought we'd do something a little different and kind of fun, where we answer some kind of tough questions about how we look. And more specifically, the money we spend on it. As most women out there can probably relate, the cost of just looking like a reasonably well-coiffed professional woman can be excessive.
For example, just getting my hair cut and colored every few months costs me like hundreds of dollars.
And while clearly there are some expenses that are more necessary than others, I think most women can relate to the times when you've gone into any kind of professional or social setting without your hair and makeup done, and people ask you if you are ill. And when it comes to things like hygiene and professional clothing, that is inescapable. But no matter what your beauty costs, there's probably a good chance that somewhere you could be spending smarter. So to help you guys think more critically about how you spend on your appearance, we're answering 5 questions about the best and worst money we've ever spent on beauty.
So let's jump right in with question 1. What is the single worst beauty product you've ever bought?
My worst thing by far is this product by Benefit. It's an eyeliner. I think it's called Bare Real. We'll put it here so you can see it and avoid it like the plague. But basically, I am someone who wears eyeliner, I would say maybe 50% of the time. I mean, I definitely like it. I'm wearing it now. And so I'm always kind of on the hunt for a good black eyeliner that stays on all day and is easy to apply. And this woman at Sephora, just cornered me, and she was like, I've got the best eyeliner you've ever seen, and it's so different. And I thought, you know, maybe because it's different, it would have automatically been better. But basically the way it works is there's like a little rubbery top with an eyeliner shaped slit in it.
That one sucks.
That you crank and it comes out, but it's not liquid, it's like
gel.
It's like charcoal paste. It's the worst. It's neither a liquid nor a solid.
The thing is that it dries out super quick, so you get one use and then it just
I didn't even get one. But boy, and when I would try to put it on, literally what would happen is I'd crank it up, put it on my eye, start pulling on it, it would fall out in big chunks.
And of course it was probably $40.
I think it was $27.
Oh my god.
And the actual eyeliner I do use to L'Oreal, and I forget the name, but we'll put it in the description. It's $7. It works perfectly. It stays on all day. Love it. So that was a huge beauty mistake for me.
So my worst beauty product that I've ever spent money on has to be probably an eyebrow pencil. I bought a lot of eyebrow pencils in my day, and I feel like you just get really bad ones that just smear in 2 seconds, and you walk out the house and someone has to be Lauren, your eyebrows are melting.
Your eyebrow is halfway up your forehead.
And I'm oh yeah, it's just down the side of my face. But that's probably the worst thing I've ever spent money on. Just trying to find a really good pencil and just finding so many bad ones that just don't stay on.
I also personally feel a lot of the eyebrow pencils don't look natural.
Oh no, not at all.
It's literally when you see people's eyebrows where they're completely outlined and it looks like a Barbie.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, no, bad stuff. Number 2, what is the item in your closet you consistently get the most use out of?
Honestly, it sounds boring, but probably my jeans. Just my standard skinny dark jeans. So a little bit of insight into these wonderful versatile jeans. They're Gap dark skinny jeans, $79.99. Worth every penny.
That's actually more expensive than I thought Gap jeans were.
Yeah, actually, if you get the stylish Gap jeans, they're almost $100. Yeah,
interesting.
They're kind of expensive, but they're worth it, and I wear them probably 4 times a week in the winter. For me,
probably the item that I get the most use out of for what it is I have a mid-darkness gray winter coat that is it is straight cut.
It's a nice coat.
It hits mid-thigh. It's a not too light, not too dark gray, and it goes with everything. And the thing is, before that, I feel I would buy black coats, but then it would look weird with blue and brown stuff, and then I bought blue coats, and it was the gray coat really goes with everything. And it's also just that cut that is very neutral looking, so because it doesn't have any fancy details, so it can either be with a nice dress or with a pair of jeans and it looks normal. So I feel because a winter coat is something that's already kind of expensive, go with the better quality, but I really recommend a gray coat. I feel it goes with so much. Yeah. She even borrowed it once for her honeymoon.
Yeah, I went to Vienna and it was freezing. So
I was on her Instagram love that coat, bitch.
Number 3, what is your biggest insecurity-based spending when it comes to beauty?
Hands down, no questions asked, my skin. And for all of you that keep talking to me about how shiny I am, I can't help it. I have products that help me with my acne, and it makes me really dry, and so I moisturize a lot. because otherwise I look like a snake. In all seriousness, I've had, since I'm very young, I was like 12, I've had cystic acne, rosacea, like I've done Accutane, I've done birth control for skin. I've done every skin treatment you could possibly think of. Like, I have bought a lot of skin products that were not even particularly tailored to my skin issues, but which people were like, this is a miracle product, and it's never a miracle product. And honestly, my favorite moisturizer is actually one that Lauren introduced me to that's like $17 at the drugstore. It's called CeraVe, it's right here.
So under eye wrinkles and like bags are the kind of thing that people say are really noticeable, and I'm very like conscious of my own. Like, I feel like I always have dark bags under my eyes, and yeah, it's like you can spend so much on those types of under eye creams. Like, they're ridiculously expensive. They're like, in Sephora the other day, I saw a good one that came like highly recommended, and I looked at the price tag, it was like $45, like for an one single under eye cream. But I think that a lot of people feel like insecure about, oh, I'm gonna get wrinkles, like it's preventative, like it's really worth it, spending the money there, like splurging, investment, skincare stuff. And I definitely have fallen into that trap where it's like, yeah, maybe I should be taking care of my skin now while I'm in my 20s, and like maybe it is worth spending like a lot unnecessarily on like an under eye cream, but that's probably like my biggest insecurity, spending.
Number 4, what are some of the last few closet items you've gotten rid of, and why?
So a couple of the things that I've gotten rid of recently in my closet have been items that like do not fit well, but I want them to just fit because they're cute clothes and they're like quite trendy. So I'm like, I'm gonna definitely fit into that soon, one day, I don't know, like I'm gonna suddenly grow taller, or like lose 20 pounds. Like, I have no idea what I'm expecting is gonna happen, but like those pants like will just never look good on you, Lauren, or like that top is way too small. And so I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff like that from my closet. And then also like gifts that like people have bought me, like clothing wise, like my mom or like friends or stuff like from a few years back that I'm like, oh, it was cute, but I was never like in love with the item, but you like felt too bad to say so like you just kept it around. That like, you know, fur trim like hoodie that someone bought you, and you're like, time to get rid of it.
Which, 2 lessons there, really. I mean, number 1, only buy things that fit you today.
Yes.
And number 2, when you're giving people a gift, do the right thing that we would all want and give them a gift receipt.
Yeah.
So I've had 3 skirts in the past 2 years that have all fallen to the same fate, which is that I buy them, they're like shift skirts, right? Which for the bellas out there means that it's just basically like a straight cut, like it doesn't kind of go in and out with the body. As with most human bodies, my hip butt area is definitely bigger than the waist area, so the skirts are all like rather tight through, you know, the pear part. Point being, I bought or received these skirts with the intention to go to a tailor and have the waist part taken in. My ass has like never been to a tailor. Like, I just don't do it. Like, I'm not just gonna get a random J. Crew skirt on mega sale and tell myself I'm gonna take it to the tailor.
It's not gonna happen.
That will never happen. So lesson learned, don't buy something that you know you're not going to make the necessary changes to.
Number 5, what is your best beauty investment to date, either temporary or permanent?
So, braces. Full disclosure, I'm actually still in the course of doing braces again. This is now the 3rd time I've had them. Long story short, my teeth are not perfectly straight now. Not by any means, but my teeth when I was like 16 or 15 before I got braces were like, my parents used to call me Snaggletooth, which like, it's just really not cool looking back, but like my teeth were insane. And honestly, I do feel like braces are one of those things that like, it transformed my confidence. And even though my teeth are not perfectly straight and I'm still tweaking them because I didn't wear my retainer, night and day from how I used to feel about my teeth. And so that's just something that I think, well, I would never ever regret that money. And even though it's still costing me a little bit today, totally worth it. And I think that that is sort of the case with any kind of like major aesthetic change that people make. Like, for example, I know a lot of people are very judgmental about like someone who might get a nose job, but knowing people personally who had a similar relationship with their nose that I had with my teeth, it completely transforms your life. So my rule is just whatever is really important and helpful for people's mental health, let them have it.
So I'd say that my best beauty investment has definitely been like taking care of my hair much more than I did when I was younger. I used to go like 6 months without a haircut, which was terrible. I had just like split ends and just like a really bad look. Like it was doing nothing for me at all. And now that I go more regularly, like a month and a half to 2 months, I try to go now, and I get, you know, a cut, sometimes color, I get one of those conditioning treatments. Just like taking care of your hair a little bit more seriously, I think is important, I mean, for me personally, because I think that it just makes you feel confident. It makes you feel like you have to try less maybe with makeup and stuff like that if you feel like your hair is always like looking healthy and good. It's like an easy thing in the morning to just like brush it and feel like, okay, it's styled and healthy, like we're good.
On the opposite end, I've literally never dyed my hair in my life.
I know, you're so lucky.
And I'm not a hair person personally, but I do think that the lesson for me in all of this is just whatever it is that allows you to not have to think so much and therefore overspend so much on your appearance is just a good upfront investment. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and to come back every Tuesday for new and awesome videos. Bye! This week's video was brought to you by FreshBooks. As you guys know, Lauren and I run TFD, which means a lot of number crunching, invoicing, and keeping track of paperwork. And if you've ever freelanced, side hustled, or had your own project, you probably know what it feels like to get overwhelmed just keeping track of numbers. That's where FreshBooks comes in. Basically, it's cloud accounting software that allows you to keep track of your business and get paid in the fastest and easiest way. It acts like your own mini personal assistant, keeping track of everything from deposits to the money you're owed and reminding you along the way. Plus, their unique tools are set up to make sure you get paid faster. And best of all, it was designed with people in mind who are really bad with numbers, like me. And FreshBooks is offering TFD viewers a free 30-day unrestricted trial. To try it out, go to freshbooks.com/TFD or /The Financial Diet and enter The Financial Diet in the How Did You Hear About Us section. Start getting paid faster with FreshBooks.